Greetings. I'm listening.
Good to meet you.
I've been expecting you.
For the good.
You come get the voodoo.
Hey there. And you are?
Light be with you.
You come to consult the spirits?
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
Shiny. Sail here. Me buy and trade. What?
Sail here, me buy and trade. What?
Hello and welcome to Ctrl Alt WoW, the podcast for those of us who love World of Warcraft and love making many alts. Today is Sunday, March 29th, 2020, and this is episode 656 entitled, How Are You Doing? I'm Aprillian, your host, and with me are my two awesome co-hosts. Hey, Grand Negus, how are you doing?
Hi, me first today. Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had to go through daylight saving change.
Oh, right. So you're caught up with us.
So, yeah, I did the opposite, but that's okay. So we're back to 6 hours time difference rather than 5, which was like, this month was like, I always had to look at the times, the appointments, whatnot, that I had to keep twice or thrice to not miss it because of the hour that I was closer to you guys.
Right.
So, but next year, hopefully, it's gonna all be irrelevant because apparently next year the EU is going to get rid of the changing. So we are going to live in daylight savings time forever.
Permanently.
Right.
That's very interesting.
The minister has said, let's fix this once and for all.
Well, I don't know what their reason was, but the only issue was, are we going to stay with daylight savings on or off?
Right.
And apparently they voted, or most of them voted for daylight saving on. So,
All right. And how are you, Constructs?
I've got a bit of a headache going on. I had the care worker visit my spouse this morning, and I think she brought the flu bug with her. So I'm cringing. I hope I don't get sick because I really need the money from work.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Don't you get pay when you're like sick?
Yes and no. I mean, you make some money if you can't make it an income, but the problem is you have to go on UI, and once you go on UI, you have to pay taxes on what you make. So you
it's
get
not
dinged.
advantageous.
Basically, you can't double dip. So they really want to limit the number of people, and there's 33 million individuals who live in Canada, and last week there was 970,000 that applied for a UI. So that's a lot of people to all of a sudden jump on the bandwagon and say, I'm sick. And some people aren't eligible. What if you work in a less reputable trade? Like, what if you're a thief or a thug or a rogue or a filthy alliance and you don't have a job? You're dancing on mailboxes. I mean, do you really deserve a paycheck?
You have a point.
You go to Goldshire, and then you.
Hey, no. The bad stuff happens in Goldshire. You avoid that. That's like Skid Row. There's a bad part of town, the red light district.
If you play on Moon God, it is, yeah.
I don't know. The king might hang out there, but I wouldn't want to be caught dead with my pants down over there.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah. So it's a little bit weird in Canada. My wife was saying that Monday we might have the army in the streets, explaining to people that if they're caught in the streets, they'll be facing a $20,000 to $50,000 fine, as well as 6 months in jail. So if you're on the street, you better have a good reason. You're going to go get food, or you're not there to socialize.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, as I was telling Aprillian earlier, I just saw a picture from Berlin where there were like 30 plus young ones socializing on the.
What are they even thinking when they're going out?
Yeah,
just rebellious, or
it's like.
Well, they don't. They think they're invincible.
The weather is nice. It's warm. Yeah, so we can go out. It's no big deal.
That's the perfect incubation for COVID-19, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, people, if you're listening to this, either please be at home or be outside for a really, really important reason, not for socializing with upwards of 30 people in the park. That's like really, it's like as if you wear a Kevlar vest,
right,
walking up and down the street, where you know
shots are being fired.
Where you know that a murderer is running around and trying to shoot people, and then you
want to see if you can catch more bullets.
Yeah, you expect him to hit you in the chest and not shoot you in the head. That's like, yeah.
But the bad thing about this particular sickness is you could survive it, but your aunt or your grandmother may not.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. We just had a very, very sad. I mean, this isn't control or COVID-19, but still,
right. This is a part of life.
I don't think we can do enough to
consider it a public service announcement.
Right.
People.
Yeah, we have like. Let me just check this out. We had like 12 people in a senior care home be infected.
Oh dear!
In one day they found 12 people out of 46, and then that's not even counting the people that work there, like the staff.
Right.
So that's. Oh no! Sorry, it was 12 people dead. So that's even worse.
Right.
Out of 46. So yeah. So there are. That's something that you can't emphasize enough, that you're not supposed to be outside if you don't have a really, really important reason.
Grandigas, just so we're clear, what is the maximum number of people you can invite to a funeral these days?
As far as I know, it depends. In Germany, in some states, 2.
2, that's right.
Yeah, and
you're allowed to be in the party if you're married to that person or you're the firstborn. That's it.
And what about the pastor? That's one person.
I guess he has to stand at a distance and do it via remote video. He can't be there.
Yeah, I mean, I have a death in not in the family, but close to us, like one of my parents' best friends and neighbors. He died, not of COVID-19, but still he died.
Yeah.
And his wife can't can't do the funeral. They won't allow it. She can just go with the pastor, get the urn,
Yeah.
and dig it in. We have a area where in a big park type of area where they bury all the urns if you get like cremated, and she's the only one allowed other than the pastor. So, and he is a very, very well-known person. And had it not been for COVID-19, you could have, of the size of the church that we have in our town, you could have filled 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
With the amount of people that would have shown up. So, and in my opinion, as nice as it is for her to be able to be there when at the quote-unquote funeral, which it really isn't, but it's having and I'm speaking of experience here, because I've been working at a hospice for about 3 years. And I know that it's equally as important for you to feel the sympathies and the condolences for a loved one that has passed away from others than it is for you to say goodbye. And it's the social aspect of it all, and having to miss out on all of that can be very, very different, very traumatizing.
I think the grieving process is a shared experience. The more people you have there, the stronger you feel coming out of it.
I don't take to that thing, but it's way different, and it's way tougher to start the grieving process if you don't have people surrounding you.
Yes.
That quote unquote support you. So it's a thing that will stay with her for the rest of her life.
Absolutely.
I mean, and I mean, there are so many things that are wrong with all of this, and there's so many things that, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to start. It's something that's really. What did one person say in a video I saw a couple of weeks ago when this all started? He said, "The world is going to be a different one."
Yes.
When all this is said and done.
Yeah.
And everyone that says it isn't telling the truth, because
or
so
doesn't understand the magnitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
The fundamental difference and the social security, not the payment or whatnot, but the fact that socializing is prohibited. You don't have the social security of a loved one or a friend or whatnot, because
some people have too much of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I sent a link to Constructs earlier about a shirt.
It's on order. It'll be here April 9th. April 9th will be 11 years of me playing WoW.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a shirt that I found I found a tweet.
Yeah.
That I
Sorry to interrupt. Brilliant, I sent you 2 invites. You declined both of them.
Oh, I didn't know who you were, so I don't just accept random invites from people. You got to tell me in advance.
No.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
Carusa?
Again, I saw this tweet about the shirt. It's a shirt, and you can get different styles of it. You can even get hoodies or zip hoodies or whatnot. So there are quite. It's not going to be a commercial for this thing, but it's so.
It might as well be. It's a cool shirt.
Yeah, it's fitting. It says, World of Warcraft, social distance training since 2004.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I mean, as sad
As it is, yeah.
as the situation we are in is, gamers are so
the best prepared zombie killing machines out there.
Yeah, we've trained for this for years.
Exactly.
So yeah, and so now we can now.
Ah, she's so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, it's something that.
Did you see Grifta there? I'm gonna mark him.
I haven't.
Yeah, he's got the talisman of true treasure tracking.
Yeah, the troll has it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around forever. That troll. We used to go to him to build the gyrocopters.
Right.
Yeah, because you had to get the hula doll from him.
Yeah, I remember buying that. I made several of them. I sold them all. Once you make it, people don't want to farm the mats or nothing because you had to have corium, and nobody wants to farm corium.
Oh,
you used to make a bundle on that.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You still do. It's
like 500 gold per ore. You need 2 ores for one metal bar.
Now, what am I buying from Grifta?
The talisman of true treasure. Here, I'll link it for you.
I got it. No, I got it.
So buy 2 of them.
Why am I buying 2?
2 of them and mail one to the character the Death Knight you talked to me about.
Because they aren't soulbound.
Yeah, you can trade it.
Yeah.
Is he in the same guild? Yes, he's in the same guild, I think. You told me he's in the Clan Darkness II. Anyway, sorry. A lot of interruptions there.
No problem at all.
So what's going on this week?
The Arena skirmish is coming to an end. I really, really wanted to go, but I haven't been able to find a partner for arenas for 3 years now. Not ever since I came upon Wealthy Man. I came upon the #1 mage in all of PvP for World of Warcraft in a one-on-one. He was carrying another mage, and I had a shaman with me, and I had my best trinkets, all my raid gear from the raids I was going to, and I got him down to 1%, and he popped Ice Block. I rage quit. I slammed my keyboard on the ground, and I haven't done arena for 3 years after that. The shaman who was in there with me told me, he goes, that's the best player in all of World of Warcraft for mages. I got him down to 1%. That's all I could do. I rage quit. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we have the PvP
You got 2 of them?
brawl.
You got it, Brilliant? You got 2 of them?
I got 2 of them. He told me to get
Thank
2.
you.
I got 2.
The PvP Brawl Classic Ashran ends. So if you haven't done your Gladiator Sanctum, do it now. You have like 2.
I'm ripping all my ins out and putting all the Gladiator Sanctums in so I can multi-box and get 3 kills for 1 kill.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it figured out.
And then next week, we finally, after about 6 months, get to do Comp Stomp again, the PvP Brawl Comp Stomp, which is a Arathi Basin versus AIs. So this is going to be, if you want to grind honor, that's the way to do it. Do comp stomp. That's like an insane way to grind.
Could you elaborate a little bit? What's the secret?
There's no secret. You just go in and
okay, is Jeppy going to go in there with like 3 alts and just roll on the keyboard?
Don't ask me. I just know that it's. I haven't been able to do it yet.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard.
Because if you want the pet, it's honor level 400. That's a lot of grinding.
That's probably not going to happen. But comp stomp is basically for the week to come now. It's probably one of the best, if not the best, way to grind honor.
Right.
Again, it's a normal Arathi Basin, nothing special, except that your opponents are AIs.
Right.
So that's the only difference there is, and it's
the only way you're going to get in real trouble, I think, is if the AI has a priest and it mind controls members of your party, because then you're one-shotting your buddies.
I don't know exactly as I said, but apparently it's quite easy to win. So if you are coordinating this in some small way, it shouldn't, as far as I know, it shouldn't be an issue. So
the only problem I find is when you get into like pre-made situations. Everybody wants to be on voice chat because voice chat, you cut out all the reaction time. It's coordinating targets. It's really mashing buttons effectively. And if you're not on voice chat, you're severely disadvantaged.
I'm not sure if it's a pre-made thing. That's what I wanted to say at the end of.
I might try it.
So again, it might be, it might not be. I don't have any idea whether it is a pre-made requirement, and you have to, like with the time walking raids, you have to be in a pre-made group to be able to queue for those, like the Black Temple and Ulduar and now Firelands. But with Comp Stomp, I really do not know whether it's going to require a pre-made group to enter.
You know what I like about the old raids? If you multi-box and you have a warlock in there, you can summon your friend right to the mount roll, and then you don't have to do the whole dungeon together. Like if the other guy's busy, you just group up for the parts that where you get the pets or the mounts. Mm-hmm. That is so awesome.
Yeah, again, that's the big thing coming up now, and I think it comes around every 6 months, something like that. So it's really, really infrequent.
Really?
So,
do we have any idea when Overwatch 2 is going to be coming out?
No.
No release date yet?
No, not this year. Probably Probably.
You know that April 7th, I think, they released the new Hearthstone expansion.
Okay.
And I bought the very, very expensive edition, and I think I'll get my own Illidan portrait right from Go.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. And you get 90 packs. So in those 90 packs, you're bound to get at least 8 or 9 legendaries. Because it's 1 legendary per 10 pack or so. They've also improved the drop chance. If you already have 2 of a card, they're going to force it to go to a different card for your drops.
Yeah, I heard that.
You're not going to have the horrible, horrible mishmash of, having 4 of the same cards and no legendaries. I'm saving my dust right now, so when the expansion drops, I can improve my priest deck or my hunter deck. I'm not sure I'm going to want the Demon Hunter deck right away because there might be stuff in there that doesn't jive. It's always broken when you release something. They make it super OP to get people to buy, and then as soon as everyone's at the same level, then they nerf it. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
All right, so that's what's going up this week. Awesome.
Just one more thing.
Oh.
One more thing we have to talk about or mention, not talk about, and that's the normal weekly event, which is the World Quest bonus event.
Oh yeah. Everyone, you go on to all your max level, pick up the quest the first thing Tuesday morning, or Wednesday if you're in the EU. That way, you don't end up doing a whole bunch of quests and forgetting that you have that 1,000 extra resources coming to you.
Yeah. So basically, you get 50% additional rep for your world quests,
and your 100% bonus XP,
and your 100% bonus. So yeah. So that
do it, people. Do it.
It's insane.
It's just mind blown.
Yeah.
And that's it for this week?
That's it. Now I'm done. We're done.
I've had a fantastic weekend. WoW. It's very comforting. Those battlegrounds where you're not necessarily putting out more damage, but you feel like you're contributing more by pushing all the buttons all at once. Bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Jack, how's your weekend? Wow.
I feel fantastic, as Randy Deluxe would say, or Lita. I'm feeling fantastic. That's where I got that. When I first started podcasting, I thought I want something catchy every time I greet people, and that is like the best opener ever. Not even "How are you?" is I'm feeling fantastic. It gets me every time right in the feels. I'm feeling great, April. How are you?
I'm great.
Awesome. So this week I did the unthinkable. I spent 17 hours every day at the garrison. Because you know what? That's what the garrisons are made for. That little skeleton at the bottom of the barracks, he's chained there because he could never leave the garrison. So he died in the garrison, and he petrified, and he skeletonized, and he's never going to leave the garrison because he made too much gold in Warlords of Draenor, and now he doesn't know where to go. So he's stuck in his garrison every day until he dies. Did you do a spoiler on the Alliance side where somebody dies? A love interest? Oh, you've never done that, Grand Negus.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. I just had to catch up mentally. Yeah, sure. I know. I know.
So you know all about the mystery person who keels over in the middle of an invasion, and then all of a sudden we get, instead of a female human, we get a worgen, which she was always a worgen.
Of course she was. I knew that.
I never knew from the start. I was like, oh my God, that's so well done. It's a love story, you know. There's a sad ending, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I always knew she was a
How could you tell though? I had the hots for her. My rogue would hang out around the mission table over and over and over just to talk to her, just to hear her voice. And then I found out she was interested in someone else. I was crushed. I was devastated. I thought I'd take her to the end. You know, we'd have drinks.
Yeah, no. Baron would have had something against that.
He was a Baron, wasn't he?
Oh, his name was. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's something that she was
already spoken for, sadly.
Yeah.
So I did, like I said, my spouse is tendered terms of divorce, verbal abuse. When I mentioned wife aggro, I get this stare of death. I told her it's not a derogatory thing. It's real life in the way of gaming. Wife aggro is not a bad thing. It could be mom aggro. It could be chore aggro. It could be garbage aggro. It could be... there's a number of aggro things. But the word aggro itself just means you've got the attention of the boss. Cool. And the boss is all focused on you now. And you can't get away. No matter where you run, the boss is going to find you and come and get you. So anyway, I did
Vanish.
Yeah, Vanish doesn't work. It's off. No. It's on cooldown.
Yep.
So your rogue is good as dead. So what I did this week is I prepared and I prepared and I prepared, and I've been preparing for a year for Aprilian's birthday, and I sort of had it planned down to the T where nothing could get in my way of me giving her a present. And she tried desperately to say, I don't have game time. And I said, that is not a problem. I've prepared for that. And she tried to say...
Plenty of game time. I never said I didn't have game time.
But not on your second account, which is where I want the second account to factor in.
No, the second account had game time. It just didn't have Shadowlands.
And then I said, you need a boost. And there's no way for me to give her a boost. So I said, you have to friend me, and I will gift you Shadowlands. That way you get your boost.
Yes.
I didn't gift her the cheap one. I did what Jeppy did for his missus. I gave her Digital Deluxe.
Thank you.
Epic.
I really appreciate it. All
the way, because Aprilian is the queen. And I truly, truly respect all that she's done to get us. Anyway, back to my week. So I went and I did my garrison, and I did tons of things to wrap up quests, clear bags, do things, prepare for one thing. I went to boost a character, and I realized I already used my boost because I was talking to Grand Negus, and I had to boost a Tauren Druid. So that means I was completely out of boosts.
Ooh. No.
So I did the unthinkable. I spent money. I gave Blizzard my money to boost a very, very cute, what are they called? Vulpira. Mm-hmm. So Karasu, which means raven in Japanese, is now level 120.
Oh.
And it took all of 20 seconds. No. That's the fastest leveling you can have. He's gone to max level. I did all the thing. And at max level, I thought he was going to have to wait 2 days to go into instances. But apparently when you use your 120 boost, you get certain liberties. Blizzard grants you access to stuff. Because they want you to get going, get with your friends, get the hell out of social distancing and get into real life having fun on the computer. So that's what I did. And
bravo.
If that's not enough, my hunter hit max level. My very first World of Warcraft hunter ever, the Prishna, in honor of the King of Bunnies, has hit max level during an invasion. He popped an arrow into something and he went, ding! I've won! I've beaten the game! And I instantly went and got him some upgrades and I tweaked him out and I got him some decent gear and then I parked him. I'm like, I'm coming back to you, buddy. Not right away. I'm going to come back to you when I have some time to spend some social uber with my buddies in Clan of Darkness, and I can go all the way and just kill it. And so I don't play in Beast Mastery. I can't. I just dislike that spec. So he will not have two pets. The Prishna is a survival hunter. He has a polearm and he whacks stuff and yanks himself all the way to the target, just like Rexar, and then he breaks their back. So, just like Dills in AIE, I really like Hearthstone, so I went and spent some money on Hearthstone as well, because I play that game every single day at the hospital. Whenever my spouse is in the hospital, she is in suffering and pain and whatnot, and I have to stay focused and alert and be there the moment she needs me. So what I do is I play Hearthstone, and I don't miss a beat. The second she says, "Can you help me?" I quit the game. Free win for whoever's playing against me. Occasionally I win, but mostly I level up by losing. I complete the quest, and I found out there's new recruit a friend rewards in Hearthstone. If one of your friends reaches level 20 on all their classes, you unlock a chest and you get a reward from Blizzard. I do not know what the rewards are, but I'm certainly interested in recruiting people. So if you want to friend me on Hearthstone, on Battle.net, and I will send you a Hearthstone invitation. My battle tag is purple skin, all one word, lowercase, number 1977. The reason I called it purple skin is my sister came to visit me at the airport one time, and she had a really bad cold, and her nose was purple from wiping so much. So when I saw her that, I thought, you know what? A purple epic shirt skin would be cool, and purple skin, it kind of stuck. So just like Constructs kind of stuck when I started playing StarCraft. And
that's not your nickname for her, no?
Surprisingly enough, I got an award from Blizzard because I used her picture when I posted that Purple Skin was learning to play Heroes of the Storm. So it's kind of a weird story, but I got an epic reward from Blizzard because I guess they saw a female gamer when I posted the screenshot. It wasn't her who's playing, but the name came from her. So I don't know. They gave me some wings or whatnot in Diablo or whatever. Like, I don't remember exactly what the reward was, but because I posted a screenshot during a promotion, I got a reward from Blizzard. Like Blizzard always gets interested in giving away free stuff, and I'm always interested in cashing in. Anyway, and also my Goblin Priest, Black Hole Sun, is less than 1 bar. She's at 99% XP to reach level 120. So I've got 3 leveled 120s this week. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Come on, people. Get your levels in. It's not that hard. And it's like Aprilia was saying, archaeology, pet battles, world quests. It doesn't matter what you do. Invasion, like Grand Angus was saying, the incursions are so massively experience heavy, and then you get a 10% buff on top of that at the end if you finish the invasion for that part of the world. And you got supply crates that drop from the sky, so you get free gear, excessively good gear from the different. What's this? Rookmar. Oh, he's gonna die.
Oh, did you get him?
I see him. He's there. He's right there.
Yeah.
He usually just spawns right around here, so I'm gonna try and nab him before he disappears.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think Stone got the mount not so long ago. Yeah.
Congrats.
I think so.
So if I drop from the sky. If I drop from the sky and tag him, even if I die, I can still get loot?
Mm-hmm. If he dies before you hit the ground, yes.
Probably not.
Yep, then you don't.
Come on. I don't know how they put him so fast.
The reason why is because if you are the only person tagging him, the tag goes away when you die. So you have to.
But that makes him so hard to catch.
Yes, correct.
So anyway, I got this mounted because I flew into a phased area, and the parachute didn't deploy. I got dropped like 100 yards, barely survived, 1% health. Wow. Anyway, so he's gone. Rookmar. Wow. What a cheeky bugger.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to taunt him. But there's only like one tiny spot on a ledge near the entrance on Spires of Iraq dungeon there, the Skyreach.
The only area where you can tag him.
So I'm going to use my Discipline Priest. I'm not going to get 2 chances to loot. I'm just going to get 1.
That's why when I'm there,
Yeah.
I always make sure that I'm there on a tube with a goblin glider.
Goblin what? Oh yeah, glider.
Yep.
There we go. I pulled him. Okay, now I'm gonna stop DPS because I can afford to live, and I'm gonna use the other character to pull him. Okay, back to my weekend. WoW. I didn't get any mounts this week. I figure if we get done today with the Hive Mind Worm, I can resume gold making because I really haven't done serious gold making in almost a year. Ever since the Brilliant started her adventures in Suramar, I've kind of put gold making on hold to try and help out with that.
That makes me feel bad. You didn't have to do that.
Well, it's not your fault, the Brilliant. I mean, not everyone is a super uber in their DPS and stuff. Me, I love making gold when there's nothing to do in the game. But if a friend needs help or somebody comes back that I haven't seen in like 6 months, I drop everything. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if I'm doing dungeons. It doesn't matter if I'm doing LFR. I just drop group. I take the deserter debuff and I go see if I can do anything to help them out, or if they want to do PvP or whatnot. It's not that WoW is a social game per se. WoW can be very much a one-player experience if you want it to be.
Right, exactly.
But when one of your friends logs on that you haven't seen in 3 years, it's worth your time to just say, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" Like one of my friends, he went away for like months and months and months, and every time he comes back, he loses whatever guild he's in because he unsubs.
Oh.
So after 30 days or 90 days, he gets removed from Guildmaster, and then when he comes back, they say, "Oh, you're not the real Guildmaster," and he loses another guild. So he made a guild this time around, and I'm holding it for him.
Oh, nice.
And I'm holding it by not kicking him out of guild leader. So that is like a thing that you only do when you trust somebody enough to not steal their stuff.
Right.
Like I did to you on the Wormrest Accord.
Right. You got to have big trust.
Yeah, exactly. And no mount, sadly. But the garrison, for me, is not the place to make the gold. If you want to make the gold, you have to be in the latest expansion, selling the mats that people are not wanting to farm. I would like your Pandaren Hunter, I don't know if you'll take my advice or not, to be a skinner and a tailor. That sounds like a weird combination, but actually the Pandaren Hunter is perfectly good for skinning. And tailoring, the next expansion, I think is going to be really, really big because of that Torghast tower. Everyone's going to want gear to get in there, and once they're in there, they're going to get their own gear. But the entry level at the start of the expansion, you could probably make $1 million gold in a few weeks if you know who to sell or what to sell to. And if you want to sell stuff in the next expansion, Brilliant, just send me the stuff. I'll sell it for you. You know what I mean? I'll make you a millionaire, and I'll split 50-50 with you if you want. And if you want a bigger share, well, we can negotiate. I know Ferengi, who's really good at selling the deals there. I'm sure Quark or Grand Aegis can. Oh, he's here. He can give us some advice on the acceptable contract for a small fee, of course.
Oh, a deal is a deal is a deal.
Right.
Exactly. It's not the deal that counts; it's selling out. Anyway, but I'm having so much fun in the game, not because I do repetitious stuff, but because I'm prepared to do anything, go anywhere, take on any challenge, face the surprises, and sometimes count my losses. There are days where I just give up. I cannot do something, and I don't beat myself over it. It's beyond me. Grand Aegis said that he wasn't going to play his Warlock because of something Blizzard did, And that really struck me hard because it's something really bad to put your main away, to retire them, when that's the character that's really defined many years of how you play the game. And to me, if Blizzard does something wrong, they need to acknowledge. They need to give us credit that we're here, we're playing the game, and we're paying extra to play it the way we want to play, to give the content that we want to give. Like the streamers and the podcasters, Perillian, you said last week that we got noteworthy on Podbeans. They put up our content on YouTube.
No, I accidentally clicked some button that made us made our show go onto YouTube.
That is awesome.
It wasn't.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
I would love to make my own podcast and put it on YouTube for anybody to listen to it, because YouTube is a place where things trend. If somebody picks up your thing and puts it out to their friends put it out to their friends, and next thing you know, you're streaming, you're trending. People cash in because they want some of your happy memories to take with them wherever they go. So if we can get more people into Clan of Darkness 2, I would love to get the Stay Classy achievement so we can unlock the 8th guild tab. I know that Hotpox and Hend and the other guy from the Training Dummies, they had their heart set on the 8th guild tab, and they tried and tried and tried, and there was 2 classes left, the Pandaren Mage and the Pandaren Rogue. And I contacted them, and I said, I will do the Pandaren Rogue for you. It will take me 3 days. So I leveled to 60, and then I boosted from 60 to 90. Then I got rep for Revered or Honored. You only need Honored rep. Once I did that, Hen's wife boosted her mage. She used her boost because to her, a boost was a dirty word. Like some people, like Vrishna, don't care for boosting. They prefer to level the old-fashioned way, and they only boost if it's a matter of time. So you know what? The day before BlizzCon, they got their 8th guild tab.
Yay.
So that was a super awesome thing for them to do. I was glad I would be a part of it. And the Training Dummies gave me a mention on their show, which I think is really cool. I'm a fan of theirs.
Oh, nice.
I haven't listened to their show in a little while, but, I'm working my way back to listening to my old shows. I think I'm about to pull Wi-Fi Gross, so that's pretty much been my week.
All righty. Sounds good.
As I said, I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, excellent. Oh, how you doing? I get excited. I get giddy and love making mini alts. My dog is trying to poop for the Horde and for the Alliance. It was funny in my head.
Aprillian, how was your week in WoW?
I didn't get as much playtime as I normally would.
Oh, no.
I've been, just a tiny bit stressed out.
Well, you are essential personnel.
Yeah. It was just really scary being on the front line and not knowing if the person in front of you was necessarily going to be the one to infect you. But now I'm on vacation, or as I've been calling it, a quarancation, where I can just lay back and enjoy myself and not go out. I'm not leaving my house again until April. Shout out to Constructs for helping me boost my Pandaren Hunter to 120. And also I am... So, Aprillian is now at the point where she needs to do some dungeon quests. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, you need to party sync with me, and we are going to clear your quest log so that we can continue Insurrection, and you need to do 10 world quests.
Okay.
In Suramar. You should have the quest that forces you to do 10 world quests. Yeah, there's no way around that. You have to do that and the raid, and you also have to do a Court of Stars quest. I don't know if it's mandatory or not, but we're going there today. We're going there today anyway.
The base one isn't. I'm not sure if the story linked one, that probably is. So you can do both.
Yeah.
If we go
to Court of Stars, Grand Nagus is super awesome at directing dungeon runs. I'm sure we can get your quest done as we complete the Hive Mountain quest.
I'm not really sure what this Hive Mount quest is that you're talking about. But
that's why I embarked on this expedition, because I really want that mount for you, Brilliant. I think it'll be beneficial to your multi-boxing.
Okay. All right. So I'll turn myself over to your hands. I logged into...
I'm in the next dungeon for the next item that you need.
I logged into... So what do I need to do? Sync us? Party sync us?
Not yet. We're not on that part of the quest yet.
Okay. All right. Cancel that then. I went to... Well, my biggest challenge right now is my bags are so full. And I'm just going to have to start getting rid of... Oh, maybe I can send it to... And I started my Pandarian Hunter. Now that it's boosted, I got Shadowlands on both my main accounts right now. So thank you, Constructs. And I am going to... She's going to be a tailor and a skinner, you said?
That would make you a WoW millionaire pretty quick. Yes.
Okay. I'm not trying
Trust me. Trust my judgment. And when you join me in Shadowlands together, we will defeat the Emperor. Or the jailer.
She's made a few more bags, so anybody need any bags, let us know. And we did we talk about the fact that is it next week or the week after that Dark Moon Fair? Dark Moon Fair on the 5th.
Oh, right. Dark Moon Fair and the buff and the rep and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good week. I miss feeding.
It's gonna be the most epic Dark Moon Fair ever.
I miss feeding those 3 people every day, but hey, it's okay.
You can still do it, just no rep.
Yeah, well, what's the point then?
That's why I didn't tell you. That's why I didn't tell you were going to get that, because you wouldn't have done it. You wouldn't have gone through with it.
You get the buff though.
Right.
That's the point of doing it.
And
or the buffs multiple. Brilliant. My warlock is going to leave Clan of Darkness for a bit and return.
Okay.
After I joined the Clan of Darkness 2.
Oh, okay.
To get the entry for the second warlock.
Yeah.
So you might have to, or I would ask you to please re-promote him once he rejoins.
Oh, sure.
So...
And that's about been my week. I'm playing on both my... I did log into my Rogue so that I could open some boxes, and there was a lot of gold in those lock boxes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Are you still debating on the whether or not to come to the charity dinner for BlizzCon, Aprillian? It is an extra $300.
Yeah. That might be out of my league, but it's okay. I'm glad you guys can go. I'm
just wondering if you are, because I'm thinking you might, sit with Chris Metzen at the charity dinner and tell him how to get.
He's not going to be there.
How to get VR in the game.
That's a good thought.
I would love to just be a fly on the wall, watch that conversation go down. I think we have the longest running WoW podcast out of all of them.
No, we don't.
Well, I think we have the longest consistently running without.
Since Azeroth is about 50 ahead.
Oh wow!
So, but we're up there in the top 2 or top 3. So
Wow. Getting there.
We're getting there. And that's been my week. I'm having a lot of fun doing a lot of stuff. A little nervous about this hive mind thing, but hey, thanks, Constrant.
What's there to be nervous about? You're like Specialist Berman on Star Trek Discovery. You're even better than she is.
Spoiler.
Specialist Berman's not a good actor. You are. You know how to do everything.
Constance, are you online with one of your...
Clan Darkness 2, you got it.
Good. So
who do I invite?
Trelane with an apostrophe over the E.
Okay, let me switch my keyboard to French because I get the apostrophe for free. Being in Canada.
Hey?
Oh, I do too.
Do you? Is it the German keyboard?
Yeah, it has the apostrophe. Yeah.
There you go. It should have worked.
Thank you. Yep.
I don't know if I'll be able to promote you right away, but one of my characters should be able to at some point. Or Aprillian, is it? You're in Clan of Darkness too, right?
Aprillian is in Clan of Darkness also. Clan of Darkness 2 is a different thing.
Yes. Let me see if I can promote you.
Okay, so...
no, not this guy. Should this guy do it?
Let's just see.
I know the Prishna can do it. I can switch over to the Prishna and promote you.
The guild? No, we don't... Do we need that, though?
To promote you? Absolutely. What if you want to invite somebody?
No, I just want the entry, and then I'm going to switch back.
You're already in. I just need to see if it triggered the achievement.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Where is it?
It's called Classy Undead. And it says you're not honored yet.
Oh.
So I don't know if you have to wait for it to take over.
Let me just see.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong guild. Sorry.
I was just about to say.
It's complicated.
Yes.
Nope, Classy Undead hasn't ticked over. So maybe there's a time period you have to wait. Does it say honored with Clan of Darkness II? And your
revered.
reputation? Revered. So there must be a tick over, like a time thing. So just leave it alone for a day, I would say, and then...
I'm going to relog the tune and see if that helps, if that does the trick.
It could be that I've got some lag as well.
Right.
Okay.
I have my second account that keeps getting kicked out. I don't know why. Every 5 minutes, I lose an account. It just disappears.
Wait.
All right.
Oh, wow. What's that? Oh, we got two achievements. We got Terragosa, raid representation, a legendary connection. Wow, that log out. Oh, the achievements just keep ticking.
Wow.
We got 3 achievements just out of you hitting relog. Okay, let me check that out in a second here.
Right? We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. What happened?
Terragosa is...
Hang on, I'm going to relog and see if that helps out. Because it hasn't ticked over yet.
Well, it hasn't shown that it's ticked over yet. Could have ticked over and you don't know.
But it could be that I need to relog.
Right. I'm logging in with my tune just to check. So we're trying to figure out if we got the achievements. I remember when achievements were novel and we were like, what are they going to be for? And now we're
Why? Achievements? I don't want those.
Hey,
Yeah,
why did they bring achievements to the game?
Where's my classic? Wow. Exactly.
All right, let's see what we got.
So we have Terragosa's Rest, Dragon Wrath, and we have Classic Collection. And raid representation. Yep, those 3.
Yep. A legendary collection. Oh, we even have profit sharing, but we got that. A long time ago.
They're classy undead. Warlock. Yep.
We got a class act.
You fixed it. Yeah. High five, Grand Nagus. Well done.
Good job.
That was hard. Not everyone can do what you do.
Right.
Okay, so G quit.
Exactly.
And then Aprillian can invite me.
All right.
I don't know if I can invite you on Karasu. I didn't promote him.
What's your tune's name?
Trelane with an apostrophe on the E.
Yay, good job. Okay, Karasu, my Vulpira might need a promotion as well, if you have time, Aprillian. Where is the button? I got kicked out again. Come on. Work with me here. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Is that a good uh-oh or a bad uh-oh?
Can't invite member. That's weird.
An apostrophe over the last.
No. Yeah, I got that part.
Better.
That's not the problem.
Good.
Couldn't invite him, but must be battle.net friend. All right.
Aprillian, can you promote Karasu from Dark Recruit to Dark Oracle? I will invite him. Oh no, I'm in the wrong guild. Hang on, I'll hop on to Prishna. Give me a second, Grand Nagus. We'll get through this. We value your service, your noble sacrifice.
All right, well, I'm going to stop recording now. Because this must be boring.
I find it very, very easy to be true. Am allerschönsten war es doch zu Haus, und doch sonst mich einst in die Welt hinaus. Und in der Ferne suchte ich mein Glück, wer kennt den Weg zurück.
And now it's time for Add-on Spotlight and a whole bunch of other things with Grand Nagus. What do you have for us this week, Grand Nagus?
Whoa, what the?
What the heck?
Oh, so now it because I left 2 guilds in a row, it threw me down to honored now, but that's okay.
Oh, no. It's a sacrifice. You'll do dailies, right?
Double sacrifice.
You'll take me to do the dailies with you.
We appreciate the sacrifice you've made for our achievements.
Yes. You've no idea. You saved me from leveling an undead warlock. I'm not sure I could do it.
Oh, shoot.
Forsaken warlocks. Forgive my indiscretion. Don't tell the Dark Lady about me.
Undead. I can't believe you actually said that. I'm so... Inscription.
So, I don't know if I mentioned this last week that I was going to create a Vulpira. And I promptly did the day after we recorded, so Monday. I created the Vulpira, a Vulpira shaman. And with all the goodness that Blizzard provides us with, and a couple of heirlooms, some upgraded heirlooms that I had to take care of because three or four of my heirlooms that I needed for the shaman weren't upgraded fully. So I owned them, obviously because of the fact that I needed the chopper back when it was a thing to like buy the heirlooms to get the chopper unlocked, and for the fact that you only upgrade them, or I only upgrade them whenever I need, whenever I use the heirlooms. I think I only have a handful of that left now that aren't upgraded fully. So one trinket and a pair of shoulders, and I think that's it. Those are the ones that I had to upgrade, and the hammer, the mace, because they all have haste on them. And since I haven't played Elemental Shaman for quite a while, I really didn't need those male items. So I basically got around to upgrade the three pieces, the three heirlooms now. And I just now earlier during Construxes and Aprillian segments, I hit 107.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. So, within the week, not quite a week, I leveled her from 20 since Fortera and Allied Race starting at level 20 to 107. It's probably not the fastest, but I'm quite pleased with the fact that I got her the 87 levels in under a week. So, and I still need to, as I mentioned earlier, I still have in the area that I've done the invasion quests in. I usually on new tunes go and do the surrounding areas objectives if they pop up. So I think I did 3. I'm about to do the 4th now. So with the 4 objectives and the 6 quests from the invasion, since she's not max level yet, so she can't do the special max level only quests and complete them. So that takes me almost to 108. So that's 4 levels I gained from doing the 1 invasion plus the surrounding objectives. So I think that's quite reasonable. I think that's quite nice. We can really do that. So that was pretty much what I did almost entirely this week. I must say I'm quite happy with the performance of the Elemental Shaman. I hadn't thought that I would like it as much. In my opinion, if there is has ever been a class spec that is as bursty as the Elemental Shaman, that's like really saying something. You have quite a bit of burst damage. if you have a empowered earth shock, sometimes it takes care of about half to 60% of a mob's health.
Oh wow!
In one shot.
Ooh.
So that's like you have like two types of.
So it's like a zap cannon.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. The procs you get, you have the only shock that isn't empowered is the flame shock, but that empowers the lava burst. So I totally see why that's not a thing, because you wouldn't want, or you're giving a burst or a empowerment to a empowering ability is like really too much. So you can empower or you get a proc from the earth shock. You get unused proc for your lightning bolts and chain lightning. That has a 1 minute cooldown. That gives you two charges of a instant and buffed attack, regardless of whether you use the normal lightning bolt or the chain lightning. That's like absolutely insane. And then, as I said, the earth shock and the frost shock has an empowerment as well. So it's that's really the only thing that is how can I put this, not as nice, or is a little downside to it, is if you consider most of the empowerments are RNG, are procs. So that's a downside, that you can't really work towards it. You can't really it's more continuous proc of a proc, and then you like chain proc, so to speak, if you want to call it that. Which is really interesting. You have the way that you use your procs. Normally, you go all out, and you hit all the buttons to proc the respective abilities, and then you do your burst damage. But this is totally different.
I used to chain proc, but I'm trying to cut down. Oh, sorry, that was funny on my head. Go ahead.
Like chain smoking or chugging the drink?
That was the joke part.
I get it. Pretty funny.
Explain it, you lose. Anywho.
Yeah, so I really like the play style. Sometimes it's we all know how it is when you wait for a proc to happen. So now I could really use it and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's not as much the point with the elemental shaman. In my opinion, it's more which of the procs come up next. So you and something that I really found is a good way to work with this is if you go and use your flame shock. Many people probably do it, but it dawned on me quite late is that your flame shock which in turn procs your lava burst. That the ticks from the flame shock buff or debuff or hot. No,
the hots, the dots.
Dot, right. That has a chance to proc the lava surge, which is the proc for the lava burst. And the flame shock has a cooldown of 6 seconds, but it lasts for 24. So if you have multiple targets around you, you can theoretically have 5 targets. 4, 6, 3, 4. You can have 4 targets inflicted or dotted up with flame shock, and that gives you quite a high chance for the lava surge to proc. Usually it's 3 because once the last one ticks in, the first one falls off again. So it's 3 recurring, and that's really a high proc chance. And then you have the other things proc as well. And then you have your Stormkeeper, which is the lightning proc on ability. So you have pretty much you have your hands full with that one. I really like it. I'm really curious to see how all the Azerite powers and all that stuff, how that influences the play style. So I'm really looking forward to that. To see, I can totally see me playing the shaman for quite a couple of weeks, if not a month or so, to get her up to a certain level, and see how well she plays, and if they don't mess too much with it. It's one of the better play styles, or play spec-wise in the game, I think. So, and then I would like for Constructs to help me out a little, because Constructs, you told me the other day that there is an add-on that you use now. It's called VUI.
Yes.
I checked, and LVUI, which is basically similar, if not the same, is still fully updating and doesn't intend to go away. And I did some research, and the VUI is, I don't want to say old already, but it's been around for a couple of years. So it's nothing really new, but I don't know. I've only looked at a couple of pictures on the Curse.
The thing I like about VUI is the skins. It's only version 1.0011 zip, but it's version 8.3. So you're saying it's old already, but I don't care for LVUI. I don't know. It doesn't ring with me. The VUI is exactly what I've been looking for years. Okay. I cannot describe how it intricately works with all my action bars, my cast bar on the left, the enemy cast bar on the right. It's just everything's perfect.
Okay, cool.
And I only have to do a very, very small number of minor tweaks every time I log into a different character.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I use the default UI as much as possible, but VUI makes me want to do PvP. It's so good.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been looking for something like that for probably 5 years. And when you said try LVUI, I'm like, okay, I'll try it. I didn't like it. I'm sorry. To me, LVUI it's customizable, but it's got too many options.
Okay.
The base thing that comes with the stock installation is too complicated right from go. VUI is simple. And that is what I'm looking for in an add-on. I'm looking for something that's ready to go in 30 seconds. I'm not looking to spend an hour with an add-on every time there's a patch. I'm not looking for 200 add-ons. I'm looking for 4 or 5 max. Just Aprillian told me earlier, don't make my setup more complicated than it is, because I have a limited number of resources, and that is how I play the game. Is I play with limited resources because I want everything towards beating my opponent in PvP.
Yep. I totally understand.
Aprillian, can I summon you to, and Grand Negus as well? I'm going to need you to come to Skyreach to get the green monocle, if possible. I will set Aprillian. You're still in the group, so I'll just summon you in 30 seconds. Grand Negus, I'll need you to get either on Trelane or whatever character you're going to use in the instance.
Let me.
You have a yellow monocle on a character you told me on your second account.
Yes, I have it on the Hunter. Yes.
We need another character on your main account, a Horde Priest or a Horde Warlock. Or even your Rogue. Your Rogue would be even better.
Okay.
The speed buff would be uber. And I don't know if we're going to use that particular character or not. The blue monocle we got this morning, that may be capital paramount to getting the achievement done.
Good. I'll switch.
So like I said, I've been planning this out for a year now.
Not an issue. I'm switching to the Rogue.
Thank you.
We're doing it live, folks.
So Aprillian, I'm going to try and summon you, and it may end up being that Aprillian has to go into the room for us to get the trinket on the ground because she won't have all the monocles. Right. Whereas you, Grand Negus, have an added flexibility of being able to explain what she has to do.
No, we can do that.
So I am almost ready to summon you. I just need to reorganize my screen. And we will indeed have Aprillian, Grand Negus, and some of Constrax in there. The Horde side of Constrax.
Okay.
I'm also on Aprishna, and I'm guiding some turtle.
Yes, the Death Knight you were talking about, right?
No, I'm on Aprishna.
Who's Aprishna?
The hunter I just...
Oh, yeah, we can summon him as well. I'll kick one of my characters out of the group so you can get the green monocle as well. What am I doing? I've got something wrong here. I got too many windows. I need to shut down some of these windows.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Should we...
That's good.
I'm so sorry.
That's good. Don't ever change that part of the show.
Okay.
Okay, Aprillian, I will summon you first.
All right.
Then I'll need your help to summon Grand Negus.
Okay,
and all right. Yeah, what else is going on?
Not much else going on. Again, as I said, I've been my main focus has been on the Volpera. And I think that's pretty much been
in your week. Okay, excellent.
Been my week for
right.
that. So wondering and looking for what to do next. Probably going to have her B120. Maybe not. I mentioned earlier in another conversation that I was going to have a B120.
I do have a question for you, Grand Negus.
Sure.
What's happening on Zangarmarsh? Why are you always there? I'm building a small pile of gold there on one of my characters that you've invited me into your commerce Ferengi liquidation board. So, what's your project there? Why Zangarmarsh?
It's not because,
why not?
There's a reason. Everyone has a reason for doing something. Who do you know there? Is Frasley there?
No. I play with a Twitch streamer.
So, okay. Say no more. I'm sure there's a valid explanation.
No, it's just I watch him quite frequently. His name is Periton.
Oh, nice.
And
what's his specialization? Aprillian, do you see a chest there?
He is his main is
here?
Where the green arrow is
a
behind you.
Druid.
I see a guy.
Don't touch the console. Look at the chest next to the druid.
I don't see a chest next to the druid. Sorry.
So does that mean you have a green monocle in your bags?
Nope.
Did you vendor it?
Not that I know of.
It's a white item. It's possible you have it in your bank. Can you summon your bank and check if it's in the bank?
Let me see.
Or if you have
I'm still recording.
If you
I guess it's time for email now.
Emails, folks?
Email, email,
La data. You've got mail. Who's next? I'm addicted to you, baby.
Lovely little email.
Kyle writes, hello everyone. I hope you are staying safe and healthy both in and out of game. I've spent most of my time trying to get online courses set up. Yay, Kyle, we appreciate that.
Congratulations.
We
That's
start
awesome.
online classes this Monday, the 30th. I've also been preoccupied with Animal Crossing.
What?
That's more than a little addicting. I may also
Pet battles?
hop onto WoW Classic later today. It has been calling to me. Here's clips from episode 403 for our blast from the past. Enjoy. All right, Kyle, let's listen to Kyle. I mean, we're glad that you're, doing what you can for the future.
Absolutely.
And getting the online classes down. I know it's going to be hard, and we hope you get to play, but Animal Crossing? Okay, I'm not judging. Here we go. Let's listen to Kyle.
You're not? Okay.
I'm not. Are you judging? You judging?
No.
Oh, okay.
It didn't sound not judging.
Oh, I didn't sound not judging? Okay, maybe I'm judging
Your tone of voice implied something else.
Maybe I'm judging just a tiny little bit.
Grand Negus, I sent you 2 invites.
All right, let's listen to Kyle's blast from the past. Today is Friday, January 9th, 2015, and this is episode 403 entitled, I forgot what we were calling. Oh, so, what have you been up to? Lita, how's your week been?
My week has been pretty muchly, if I'm not fishing, I'm dark moon faring. So, So yeah, it's been good, busy. It feels like I haven't done a huge amount. You know, one of those weeks where you've been busy, but it's kind of like, it doesn't seem like I've done a lot. So anyway, I've got some pickies. So don't forget to go and check out control.wow.blogspot.com for show notes. And so the first one, I finally got my Draenor fishing achievement.
Yay! Congrats.
Oh, so that was exciting. So I got Draenor Angler. So that's all of getting all the big, the enormous fish out of the different types, the 7 different types. Mm-hmm. And the reward means you unlock your fishing shack level 3 blueprint. So my next picky is there's my fishing shack turned into level 3. So yay!
Cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And then finally, guess who's my follower? Nat! He's mine!
He's yours
Nat's
to command.
Yes, he's mine. I'm like, I have you now. You are not leaving, and you shall know me for the rest of my WoW time. So yes, so that was pretty cool.
Me, young man.
And he's like, "Who are you again? Well, do I know you?" You know. So anyway, but one of the really funny things, every time I go fishing, is all of a sudden now that appears. He's like, "Hi, what you doing?" So the screenshot I put in. So I'm just fishing out there, and I'm like, "Hey, you know," all of a sudden, and I just missed when he'd taken off because I think I was in bed and I was talking to Winnie, and I'm like, Nat Pagel just come and visited me while I'm fishing, and he's like, "What?"
Well, duh.
And then I read, I'm like, okay, let me read you what happened. So next thing it says, Nat Pagel says, "Howdy, leader. Any luck out here?" Nat Pagel says, "Any bites yet? I have found that patience and beer really helps bring in the big catch. See ya." And then he was gone. Like,
so he's like, "More beer. Bye."
So I don't think I even got like one cast in. Like I cast it out and and he was like in and out and he was gone. So I was like, okay, that was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. So I've noticed now when I go fishing out in the world that Nat seems to like to pop in to see me. So, yeah,
cool.
so it was really funny because he doesn't seem to say the same thing each time. He's just like, "Hi, how's the fishing? Okay, bye." I'm like, okay, right, all right. The worst thing is when I go fishing now I can't get any lunkers. I seem to fish and fish and fish. And because one of the things that he gives you is that you can turn these special fish in and you get like special little Nat Pagel coin stuff that you can buy things from him. And so I've been fishing and I've been fishing and I've been fishing and I'm not getting any of these lunkers, which is the type of, you know, the different types of each of the 7 that you can hand in to him for a special thing. And I'm doing everything right, so I just must be having really bad luck.
Oh, terrible. You know, I think maybe Jeremy Cecil's been interfering with your fishing.
Yeah. Don't even get me started about Jeremy Fiesel. I tell you that he is going to get his comeuppance soon. I tell you. I can remember the very first time that I got ganked, and I would have been a level 22, I think I was, and I was in Ashen Vale, and actually the rogue that came and saved me at that time turned into a lifelong friend. So it's someone that I still keep in contact with, and he's pretty big into the game, and he's a big raider and all of that. But at the time, I was this lowly little level 22 going through. I'm sure it was Ashen Vale, around near where the Infernals area is now. I had this human druid, night elf druid that just kept level 60. Well, to me it was a skull, and at that stage I didn't know what it was, but I figured that it was, and it'd hit me and then it'd go into stealth and then it'd, so it was playing with me, but then it'd kill me. So I'd come back, I'd res, and then he'd do it again. And I'm like, I just want to do my quest. That's it. Go away. I just want to do my quest. I just want to get my 20, whatever it was, infernal stone thingies.
Right.
And anyway, I got to the point that I just put in general for Ashen Vale. Is there anyone around? I've got, this Alliance druid that's ganking me and I can't get my quest done and I can't take it on because I'm this, level 22, and I'm like, is there anyone that can come help me? So over comes Cal, and he's like, my knight in shining armor. So he's a undead rogue, and he can PvP as well as he does huge PvP as well as PvE at that stage. And he tore the druid apart. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. I think about 5 times. And he chased him until eventually he hearthed. So, and then, and that was the start of a friendship that I have had for nearly 10 years with Cal. But that's where that started with. And I mean, Cal was in he was in a very big raiding guild on the server that I was on at the time. But every now and again he would, do you want to jump in? We can, we'll carry you. And over the years I've done a little bit of stuff. I remember going into not Tempest Keep, Serpent Shrine Caverns, and they had it on farm at that stage. So here I am, this lowly little level 70 warlock with not much gear, and Cal's like, no, just do this. Don't stand in the poo and you'll be fine. And it's been an experience. So that was my very first PvP encounter. And of course, over the years, PvP, when you're on a PvP server, there's many ganking issues that happen, and it's never pleasant. But all I can say is once I did realize there was PvE servers, and it did take me quite some years to actually know there was a difference. I must admit it's so much more relaxing not having to deal with having to do quests or dailies and worry about, when an alliance is gonna attack you. I eventually got onto my warlock, and there was mail, and I was like, oh, there's mail. That's pretty exciting. It's not often I get mail. I like getting mail. I love it when people send me mail. Very, very exciting. So I happened to open up, and the subject was belated Christmas presents. Oh. And ... And then it was ... are the best presents. Oh. And I went, OMG. So my great father Winter, who happens to once again be a Sheo, happened to send me a Hate Spark pet.
Oh,
wow. So, and I literally sat in bed and I cried. Oh. I cried happy tears because there was no way I could afford to get it. So, and the generosity. So I just want to, so that's my screenshot. So I called it Ash Spark. So that's the little Hate Spark. He's so cute.
So when we left last week, I had Iron Maze, my orc hunter, at level 17. So she was at Crossroads and she took the quest to Ratchet, but looked around and said, no, I'm not grown up yet enough for Ratchet. So I went back to Crossroads, but then it was Dark Moon Fair time. So I had to get her over there to do her one thing she can do at Dark Moon Fair, which is go there and get that achievement and then do the first aid quest. So I had to get her first aid to 75 and do that. And I always have them pick up the Grizzly Trophy one for a little Dark Moon Fair rep.
Yeah.
So then she came back and she went to Ashara. She is bouncing around all over the place. And so she's back in Northern Barrens around Crossroads. And at level 18, she was in one of the oases. And the quest area mobs were like 17, 18, and she started doing it. But I thought about it, and I hit my hearth button, and I went somewhere else. I said, screw this. I'm not chancing.
Lesson learned.
It's right. Check. So she's happy. Then I logged off and did something else, like, until her Hearthstone reset, because that's another one of my things. Don't leave home without a happy Hearthstone, because you never know when you need it.
Right.
So I had my notebook. I decided to go down to my office. So it was like lunchtime, but then it was after lunch. So I decided I better go back to work. But I just brought, because work was kind of quiet, so I brought my MacBook Air with me. And I'm playing, and I'm in the middle of a fight. And my freaking computer ran out of juice and went black.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. And I could tell I was still in because I could still hear it. But it was showing it to me. So I'm like running. I'm running across my house, carrying my notebook. I was like hitting keys that I'm pretty sure I remember are connected to spells.
Oh, no.
And I got back, and of course, I got back to my desk and I plugged it in, but it didn't come up. It didn't light up right away.
Right. Because it's got to suck some juice out.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Please, please, please. And the light came back on, and she was standing there over a corpse. It was awesome. She killed it.
Awesome.
Oh, man. But I was like, no, I'm not going down like this.
All right, so that should be a caution to everybody. Keep your laptop plugged in. How exciting was that? I could feel my heart beating just from hearing her tell the story. All right.
Crazy.
Yes. Thank you, Kyle. All of that was wonderful. It was wonderful to hear Lita and her tales of going to Dark Moon Fair.
By the way, Kyle is in the chat room.
Hey, Kyle. Thank you. That was so exciting.
We should have him on.
Yes, maybe next week when you got everything settled down, you could join in. That would be great. Yeah. It would be great to have you. You could even introduce your own segment.
He could be our chat room guru if you wanted.
Yeah.
I would give up my chat room spot for him.
Well, I don't know. He's kind of busy. He's got a lot on his plate.
I know. And he's setting up those online courses. We salute you.
I come to you as... Never mind. I was going to say something about Betty DeVos, but let's leave that. I can't believe she hasn't even stepped...
Betty DeVos, yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't even stepped up to the plate at all. That's just...
Okay.
I'm embarrassed for you, Kyle. All right, well, that's it for this week. We are all doing the best we can. It's I'm hoping more people will get to play because what else is there to do? Shout out again to Kyle. He's in the chat room, and we appreciate the blast from the past. They are so touching. And thank you, Constructs, for my boost and for what we're going to be doing soon. I'm looking forward to it. Any other shout outs before we go?
I just can't well, yeah, I think something that we normally don't do, but I just have to, since that normally we're not political at all.
Yeah, we try not to be.
But these are extraordinary circumstances.
Yeah, but since you brought up the witch's name, I'm going to do a shout out to Randy Rainbow.
Oh yes, he is wonderful.
If you want to, if you don't know anything about Randy Rainbow yet,
Google him.
Go and look him up. That's, by the way, that's his proper name. That's his given name. So go look him up on YouTube.
He is so talented.
Yeah,
he's beyond talented.
And look for the clip, the song he did about the evil witch. Betsy DeVos. So it's really awesome. What he does is he usually releases a video per month. Now with issues we've had come up now lately, he had a few a little more frequent, but still generally it's about one per month. So Randy Rainbow, very, very worth giving him a listen. He
exactly
does parodies, and I mean there are. I think one of my favorites is the room where it happened from what was it, Hamilton.
Right, Hamilton. Yes.
Yeah. So it's beyond worth listening to. So.
Yes. Big hugs to everybody around this whole planet and the whole family of World of Warcraft in general, and of course the Clan of Darkness and Ctrl Alt WoW family specifically. I'm hugging you all. Hopefully we'll get through this. Stay home if you can. Stay home. Yes.
Definitely.
All right. I'm a Aprillian for the Horde.
And I'm Constrax for the birthday presents.
This is Pink Van Negus, rule of acquisition number 19. Satisfaction is not guaranteed. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Excellent episode. Thank you so much. Bye, Kyle.
Bye, Kyle. Bye, chat room. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes. And we will see you next week, the same time. 5
Next
p.m.
week, the same time.
Yes. It'll be April by then, though.
It'll be.
You'll be 1 year older.
Yeah, and I'll be 1 year older. I'll be 58.
All right. Bye, chat room.
Bye, chat room.